Don't know. Kishi happens to be my second home. In as much as I'm from Oke-Ogun and my father hailed from Iseyin, my mother is from Kishi, the daughter of the Kiniwa Adini, that is the past chief imam. So what we did in Kishi today was a celebration of democracy and to use that opportunity, to promote the establishment of a university, something that we need most, not even in Kishi, but in the old Oke-Ogun area.
As the nation continued to celebrate Democracy Day, lawmaker representing Iseyin Itesiwaju Kajola Iwajowa Federal Constituency, Honorable Shina Peller, has restated his resolve to demand for justice, equity and fairness for indigents of Oke-Ogun, an agrarian community of Oyo State. The legislator stated this and more during the commemoration of Nigeria's Democracy Day celebration, where it decries the constant discrimination and persistent political sidelining of the Oke-Ogun people over the years. Honorable Pella urged the people to be more united, promising to champion the campaign for more inclusion of the Oke-Ogun people.
Democracy is the government of the people, made by the people and for the people. And in democracy, the majority must always have their way, while the minority must have a say. So, but that is not the case when it comes to Oke-Ogun. The Oke-Ogun area is the food basket of Oyo State. Over 60% of the land of Oyo State is in Oke-Ogun, and we have agrarian land. So whether we like it or not, we have a lot of resources. Adwawaye Suspended Lake is there. Ikere God Dam is there. We have the Kiasabari. And all these resources are wasting away, so as even the youth of Oke-Ogun, so as even the people of Oke-Ogun. And in 2023, what they have come to say is we will put the interests of Oke-Ogun first before our political ideology. For somebody like me, I've made up my mind. If I belong to a political party that has failed to listen to the cry of my people, that has failed to understand the clamor of my people, that has failed to give my people a fair chance. We have a 13 local government area where we have 3 local governments from Ogbomoso and 10 local governments from Oke-Ogun, where the majority of the votes, come from over at least an average of 100,000 votes to an area that comes with about 20,000 votes. And this area has already done 2 terms. So the people of Oke-Ogun are saying that there's not going to be 3rd term. I don't have a choice at that time. I decided to come into politics purposely to fight for the people of Oke-Ogun. And whether you like it or not, you must first of all identify who is the kind of change agent that is coming to bring the change that we want. Must be somebody that has the interest, of the area at heart. And this is what has been demonstrated by somebody like me, representing Iseyin Itesiwaju Kajola Iwajowa. Iseyin Itesiwaju has been producing reps for the past 16 years. And I purposely said we are going to put a stop to that to let Kajola and Iwajowa have their own turn based on the principle of equity, fairness, and justice. And same thing applies to Oke-Ogun. So whether we like it or not, you can see our royal fathers, they have come to say no. This is the time to put the interest of Oke-Ogun first, and I align completely with this position.
And ensure that our people speak in one voice and have formidable candidates and structure and people who can stand to sponsor whosoever candidate that we produce. We have the resources. We have the human resources. We have the material resources.
Yeah, but as it is, security aspect is an aspect that the country will always, the government will always battle with, because that is the first obligation of every government, to protect the lives and property of its citizens. But most times too, the indigenes of a particular area must see that they play an important role as stakeholders in the security system. I'll take Iwajowa as a case study. When we were having this elders bandits issue at Iwajowa, I decided to take a drive one day and I began to visit the house of the victims of this thing. And first of all, to understand the modus operandi of the people that are perpetrating this activity, and at the same time to find a way so that we can use that one to correct the situation on ground. After I visited the victims, I was able to understand that this thing happens mainly in the evening. So we had to send a message out to people that they should not go out anytime that is after 6 p.m. And if you want to go out, you don't go out alone. Make sure you have at least a company, so that at least we notice that the people that have been attacked, they are always when they are moving in ones. So outside that too, one thing that I believe is data management. During this time, I had to call a meeting between the traditional rulers, between the Fulani community, the police, the DSS, and the NSCDC. And we resolved to the fact that we should do data management first, because this same Fulani that people are complaining about, they have been living with our people for the past 30 years and nothing happened then. So which means some people must have infiltrated our forest to come and perform these nefarious activities. But by the time I supplied them with computers and biometrics equipment, then they pass an information to the Fulani community that everybody should come and register. So if you register and if you don't register and you have an issue against you, then you will be held responsible for that purpose. And after the registration, we noticed that thing, came down. But again, now we've been having issues again. But it's something that I believe that we will continue, to address. The